Okay, I'm doing this video on how women today really don't have any real role models left anymore. And, a lot of people say, well, you're a man, what's your credibility? Well, maybe I don't have any credibility, but it's just something I'm witnessing. All right, so it goes down like this. Years ago, a woman used to, find something that she was good and something she felt comfortable doing and, went in and, completed it. She did what she did and made her life doing so. Now, every time a woman does something really great, achieves something, it's always put into one of these two paradigms. All right, one of which is that, oh, why are you doing that? That's a sexist role. You could be so much more. Don't do the stereotypical woman thing. Or, oh, look at her. She's competing with the man. She's going into a man's world and she's breaking that glass ceiling and all that stuff. And it's like there's no just, well, you're just doing what you love to do anymore. I mean, look at it. Every time you put on the television, there's a successful woman. It's usually, oh, she's competing with all the guys in the world or something like that, instead of just letting her be herself. All right, years ago, a lot of women were very successful in doing roles that were stereotypically, well, women's roles. Maybe some of them were really, really good cooks or sewed really, really well. And the reason why they learned that skill is because it wasn't typecast at a young age that this was a woman's field. All right, this is a woman's world like that. It's like, no, they just, well, I like to sew, so okay, go ahead and sew. And maybe she got so good she starts, sewing hats and mittens and jackets and everything, and to the point where she actually started a business and started selling these things. All right, maybe she was a really good cook and opened up a restaurant. All right, that's how things were in the past. Nowadays, it's like anytime a young lady wants to go into a role like that and learn a skill that helps her thrive, all of a sudden now, oh, you're just, doing a girly thing and you need to go out there and do a guy thing. All right, and then maybe if they don't like the guy thing, then they're stuck in a rut because they feel bad their whole life. It's either, oh, I'm doing something, that I'm really not comfortable in, but I need to do, you know what I mean? And it just, even like in the business aspect, it's just that we're pushing women sometimes to do things they aren't comfortable with. And when they find they're not comfortable with it, they don't have like a role model, a place to go and just be themselves. All right, it seems like when the feminists, like I look at it this way, if you're a real feminist, all right, you actually want women to do well in society, you let them do well in whatever they can do in. All right, if they're really great at doing something that may be stereotypically a women's role, but they're doing great with it and they're influencing people, that's empowering women. So let them go out there and do that. All right, I believe that women are equals. I believe that they should go out, if they want to be engineers and designers, because there's a few really good engineers I know who happen to be women. All right, let them do what they want to do. I'm proud of them. But, if we're forcing women to fields they don't feel comfortable in, it's a problem. And like I said, when the feminists really start getting in, you start questioning their motives. Because was it really to let women be all they could be and really be strong people in a society, or were they just trying to say, I'm one of those women who are uncomfortable in being a girl, so I'm going to go try doing a man's work, and, and I just want other women to kind of see the benefit or follow me, Because it seems like when they took away all the pride young ladies had in doing, roles that sometimes were associated with being a mother and whatever, they replaced them with nothing. They left a void, and now there's nothing for these young women to go into and do without feeling, like I said, either guilt or the sense that they need to compete, all right, which are both not necessarily all the time comfortable emotions, all right. So, it brings the whole question up, all right, do women really have role models in our society? I look at, the American television, and what I see women doing is not something I would want, someone's daughter to do, all right, they're going around, they're getting intoxicated, they're selling themselves, dancing around, just, basically relying on a guy to fix every one of their problems, like they're trying to be an object that Prince Charming wants to buy, and then, fix all the problems they ever had. They have no morals. They don't show them learning anything or building anything. They're just going around, like I said, basically drinking and partying it up. I mean, there is no more, well, you could be an inventor, you could be an engineer, no matter how many programs we pump into the school system, they don't see that as being a real woman's role model or woman's, lead, because it's always, anytime they talk about it, she's competing with guys. Well, maybe the girls don't want to be guys. Maybe the girls just want to go out and do something they feel good doing. All right, and of course, and that brings up the whole aspect of partying. But you can't really be happy your whole life when you're relying on another being. So, like I said, do women really have role models in our society anymore? If you have a comment or want to say something, leave it down here. I don't know anymore. I mean, the same thing goes with guys. If guys even have role models, just put a video up like that up here. But all right, take care.